Hello, everyone. Welcome to the second match of the day between Nateman and Metallica. This is the last match of the quarterfinals. Whoever wins this is going to face Domeray. Whoever loses this is going to get eliminated. And this match is one of the closest ones we expect. It's about roughly half and half. It could go easily either way. So, with that, I am Game Draco, joined by Ramaputo, and we're starting on Sepulpa's Legacy.
Hey, Sebulba's Legacy. One of my favorites. I find this to be a classic track from the game. I find it very memorable. First time I played it, a lot of misdirection on different paths, but fortunately we know the best paths now.
Yep. So. Okay, we're ready. We're gonna.
Alrighty, we are ready. Racers are ready. Countdown's incoming. We should see it in about them restarting about 30 seconds. And if I did my research correctly, these two have faced each other in tourney, and Nateman won, but it was a close one.
Yep, but they competed. That was the 2024 upper bracket winners quarters, and that was where they went up to the maximum number of 9, I believe, or went up to 8. It was 8 or 9. It was very close all the way through.
Okay, I expect this one to come down to whoever woke up on the right side of the bed today. It's basically a coin flip.
Yeah, it is a coin flip. Nateman's off. Have about a 2-second difference. Hard to tell which one's closer when they're not using the same camera view, but it is really close.
We'll see if they go around the bend or if they go for tunnel. I wasn't paying attention to warm up. Nateman going for tunnel.
Nathan went for tunnel. Metallica took the safer route. 37.36. They're off by just about a second.
At this level, with how close we expect them to be, that's a sizable lead for Nateman.
Yeah.
This is very clean.
Whoa, almost did the skip. Fortunately, did not. 35.81, 36.68. Nateman gain a lead.
Nateman with a solid lead. One mistake will change everything on either side.
See what they do for the final.
Nateman's so clean going to that tunnel. Metallica honestly a little wide on the turn.
149 versus a 152.
Nateman takes it. Starting off strong.
Next, we're doing Inferno with skips. Metallica pulling out all the stops today.
Inferno skips, I think, is a classic tournament pick. There's a lot of skill involved, but then there's also that still randomness of anything can happen, any mistake can happen.
And Metallica is one of the most skilled at this skip too.
I am honestly unfamiliar with the latest strategies on this one. Metallica just grinding against the roof. I know you can get some really good times that way.
Yeah, this is. Nateman struggling a little bit more than Metallica.
Ooh, Nateman going very wide there. Missing the skip. Nateman does not seem to be very comfortable with this skip. Gets it though.
Yeah.
Metallic with an 8-second lap there. A 6-second lap. Metallic is very strong here. It's going to be a real struggle for Nateman, but mistakes can happen, crashes can happen. It's still anyone's race. And we still have a few minutes of warm-up, I think. The way Metallica is almost all the way turned around before hitting the lap counter actually scares me. I wonder if he's going to make a mistake and not even go far enough to make the lap count before he's turned around again.
And looks like we're off. This one is a blink it and you'll miss it.
Don't know if I'm gonna be able to sync this one. I'm not sure we're off.
Oh, this might be a perfect sync. Yeah, it's a perfect sync for the start. And Nateman already struggling. And Metallica 8 versus 10 seconds. Metallica 6 seconds.
I don't see the countdown has even gone yet, so I'm not sure this is the start.
The race begins 54 seconds ago.
Nayman saying in chat has not seen countdown, doesn't know if it's the internet. We're having an issue with countdown. Okay, stand by. Countdown's incoming. We should see them restart in a little bit.
Let's see that we should be able to get them restarting now.
Thankfully, this should give us a solid restart, so there's no guessing.
Here we go.
Perfect sync.
Ooh! Both struggle to get it at first.
Nate's struggling a little more.
Metallica. Metallica with a 1060, they're off.
This is a nail biter.
Final lap. Oh my
Ooh,
goodness!
Metallica crashes. Nateman's through.
Nateman wins!
Metallica with another crash.
Okay.
Oh, that's rough. That is hard on Metallica, that his own pick that he was clearly more comfortable with in warm-up went against him.
Yes. Next, we're going to Fire Mountain Rally, Ben, Bullseye, and Neva Keybad. So, all the easy pods. So, Speed Demon and the two easy pods to the fastest pod, the second fastest pod, and the easiest pod to use alternative are now out. My guess is I'll see Mars go from these two again.
Mars would definitely be the comfortable pick here.
And this is also the longest track in the game by time. So this is going to be one. If the Inferno skip was a blink it and you'll miss it, this Fire Mountain Rally one is going to be a marathon. It's the longest one. It's the longest track in the game by time.
Okay, I think we had double game crash. I'm not sure if that's on anyone's bingo card, but both players game crashing, and countdown is still going. There's not enough time to even get a full lap, I believe, of warm-up.
No, not at all.
Okay, both are picking Mars. I can respect that. Mars may not technically be the fastest here, but Fire Mountain Rally is one of two tracks that's just so windy that Ben Quadraneros is not the one holding the records.
Yep, the fastest here is Bullseye.
At least for human players. I believe TAS has proved that Ben is theoretically faster, but no human has been able to succeed in that. Okay. The countdown has been given on the back end. Should see them restarting in the next 30 seconds. I like to think of this track, Fire Mountain Rally, as the developer-intended final track. Because without the invitational circuit, the final track is the Boonta Classic, the one from the movie, and you just have to do that. This is the one right before that, so this is the last one that the developers for the game came up entirely of. So I kind of think this is the developers, the one they handpicked to be the final track. But they couldn't because of the movie.
Yeah. About 6.5 seconds.
This is going to be a nail biter.
And there's a pretty precarious one with Mars just because he's so wide and can clip so easily on this narrow track. Oh,
Yes.
this is going to be...
These hairpins here are going to be one of the two parts. Nateman losing a lot of speed on that one. But I think still coming out ahead.
Yeah. Whoa! Nateman lost the boost.
It's a bonk there, and in this level, that's enough for Metallica to catch up. Heading through Lava Figure 8.
And here we go, Cheeseland. That was actually what the developers called this section, not us.
This is going to be the other section to really watch.
Oof, oh, that's so close.
It was almost beautiful watching them take that shortcut little turn. Almost in sync. Both of them just screaming through the city.
149 versus 150. They're just under us. They're just about a second off.
This time Metallica's got the lead, though.
Yeah, Metallica's got the lead for sure.
Because Metallica has lost both the first match and his own pick. He's going to have to win on 2 of Nateman's picks in order to claw this back to a victory. But it looks like Metallica's lead got even bigger there. There's so much braking and accelerating in those hairpins that it's just hard to optimize, especially when you're not using a pod that's normally used here.
Yeah.
Cheeseland, the shortcut is open on lap 2. Metallica, slow but clean. Nateman, slow but clean. Not sure how much faster you can go without absolutely losing it, especially in the tournament setting.
Well, especially with Mars, given how wide he is. .146 to a 148.
Metallica has gained a sizable lead here.
Oh, Nateman crashes!
That's going to spell doom for Nateman. He likely needs 2 crashes from Metallica. Luckily avoids the double death. You respawn too close to that waterfall jump and you can't get enough acceleration to clear that. You get a double death. It's very tragic. Okay, this puts it squarely in Metallica's advantage. Nateman likely needs 2 deaths from Metallica, and I just don't see that coming too easily. We still have...
Particularly when Metallica feels a lot more comfortable on this pick and track than Nate.
Still have Cheeseland.
Ooh, took a bonk.
Slow but safe. Not like some of the screaming daredevils that we've seen in the other matches. These two have been playing very safe here.
Metallica takes it with a drive 23. And Nateman with a crash to the finish.
Okay, put the brooms away. No sweeps today. And we're hoping for a race 9 today.
We have next NW Mountain Run, throwaway Anakin band, so odds are we'll probably be seeing Ben Quadinaros here.
It would practically be a forfeit to see anything but Ben Quadinaros here. And Nobi Mountain Run, I think, is one of the hardest tracks in the game, especially since Ben is the clear fastest here.
Welcome to Watto's shop, huh? Take a look around. I got everything you need.
Nateman changing up his traction upgrade. Okay, Metallic's coming up on the very difficult portion of this track, Off-Grid Canyon. For some reason, the mini-map just stops, doesn't show you anything here, and we got a twisty, turny canyon.
And at the highest level, you have to take it without braking. Right.
Metallica took a few scrapes there. Made it through rather clean. And then we have the Tentrance, which can't forget about the Tentrance.
My God, Nateman losing very little momentum, and
This is Nateman's pick, although Nateman does seem a little less comfortable, if you ask me. And then Metallica absolutely slams into a wall in the canyon. That's it for practice. We're going to see them go for real now.
about 3.5 seconds.
This is such an unforgiving track. All these other parts, it's so easy to lose the boost, to bump and knock on other places. Especially when you want to be squeezing out every little bit of boost you can. I think Nateman seems to be slightly ahead, but that might just be the camera.
Yeah. They're pretty evenly matched as players, so that's kind of why it's super close still. Let's see how they do the canyon. This might just be the deal breaker from how we saw in practice. Metallica, a lot more jerky in the canyon, in the crevasse than Nate.
Ooh, Metallica taking some nasty bumps there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nate solid pulling ahead. Metallica with a rage look back. Clearly not happy about that. It's about
Oof.
3-second lead for Nate. But we've got 2 more times to do that canyon, 1 more time for the tentrance.
Yeah. Nateman clearly more comfortable on this track than Metallica. Metallica a little jerky with the controller, maybe because I think he's not a keyboard player though. Slows down very much, way more than Nateman. 113, jeez! 116. The gap is widening.
That seems to be a 6-second gap. That's almost enough. Nateman could comfortably take a crash and still take this race. We will see though. Metallica, some strange oddities there.
Yeah, those are some precarious lines there.
Metallica have to use a little bit of the repair, not wanting to lose that engine so much that it affects steering. The worst place for that to happen would be in the canyon. Nateman going through it one more time.
Oh, he barely lost any speed. This is gonna be a fast time. 347.
Metallica did have a good canyon on that third lap. It was too little too late.
355.
Okay, no deaths from either of them on that one.
Next track.
Next track will be Malistaire 100.
No bend though.
But Nateman commenting in the chat that I forgot you picked this one. So Bull's Roar would be the next fastest.
Yes, that's probably gonna see Bowles. And boy, is he so dangerous to use on this track. Yet we're seeing Metallica going for Bowles.
I don't know if there's much of a choice here.
I don't think so.
If any one of these two can use Bulls and go deathless, there's no option to do anything else but try to beat them going Bulls. Unless you want to count on someone crashing, but after seeing that Adobe Mountain run, deathless both sides, you can't count on anyone crashing.
Welcome to Watto's shop, huh? Take a look.
Oh. And Nateman reducing the traction.
On this track, to do that final hairpin, generally you want the lowest traction possible. We're not hitting rock. That's with Ben. With Bulls, it doesn't seem that we're hitting rock bottom, but we're coming pretty close.
I think that they're doing rock bottom. I think Nateman's doing rock bottom with Bowles. He did not downgrade his traction all the way because 2420 Bowles is just a nightmare to control.
I think 2420 Bulls should be a category in itself.
Though, the one player who managed to use him well, and honestly is in a category himself, is N64 runner Haidoro, who managed to run this character without upgrades on most of the tracks.
Okay, looks like we're seeing restarts here.
Yep. About 5 seconds. This is scary. Already you can tell Metallica upped the traction and frame rate a little bit higher just to make it a little more manageable to control.
Both opting to use the fast train.
Oh, that is such a hairy scare pin. Metallica with just under a second lead.
Remember to keep breathing, folks. Don't hold your breath the entire race.
Metallica eking out a little bit more of a lead.
Probably totals to about a second and a half now. Keep your eyes peeled.
Yikes!
Metallica takes a bump. Oh, and then bumping on the hairpin.
I think that was the deciding factor. Nateman at match point.
Oh, Nateman takes it. Metallica is struggling today. Said at the beginning this might just come down to who woke up on the wrong side or the right side of the bed.
Metallica cursing in chat.
We are on to Metallica's last pick.
We're on Doug Derby, no Ben.
So we're still on the same planet. We're still on the same pod band. And this completes our Malistaire board. We started on Sebulba's Legacy. We've done Malistaire 100. Now we're doing Doug Derby. Okay, the question is, do we go for bulls again? Doug Derby, I think, is a little more hairy than Malster 100.
Oh yes, this Laguna Seca clone is just as brutal as the real life track.
Okay, Metallica looks like going
Mars.
for Mars. Mars would be a safe pick. Although going through that weird straight there with such a wide pod is going to be hairy.
Looks like Nateman's game crashed again.
Metallica clipping a corner in practice. Thank goodness it's practice.
Welcome to Watto's shop, huh? Take a look around. I got
Alright, Nateman
Are
readying
you
up
kidding
Bull's
me?
Roar.
He's going with Bold. Oh
Even
boy.
taking an AI buddy. I don't know why you would take an AI buddy on this one.
Oh, I think he's switching away from bowls. Going with Elon Mack, the track favorite, which is a pretty safe bet for this track.
Elon Mac would be faster than Mars. Theoretically. We will see what happens. Metallica doesn't seem to be doing too good a warm-up either, though. Countdown has been giving. We will see restarts very soon. See, this is Metallica's pick, so we're hoping he's prepped it.
Here we go. About 2 seconds. And looks like Metallica. Looks like Nateman is in the lead slightly. Oh, I'm amazed Nateman did not crash into the wall, into the roll straight. Here we go, into the corkscrew. Clean.
Metallica
Rainy
almost
curve
clipped down the
clean.
inside.
And Nateman looks like is pulling a lead with Elon Max higher boost thrust. Oh man! 0.05 of a second!
Do my eyes deceive me, or was Metallica the one in the lead?
I don't know, but you're seeing Elon Max boost thrust pulling them ahead here. But
For reference, 24 FPS, which is common to play this game, 0.05 of a second is about 1
goodness.
frame.
still is a third of a second off. Nateman pulling in the lead. Into the corkscrew. Nateman clean through the rainy curve. So with that, I think this is game, set, and match. Oh my goodness, still really close all the way to the end.
Oh my.
Nateman advances into the semifinals. And this we have the semifinals set up. They're going to be Domare versus Nateman at a rematch of Mikey Burger versus Homura.
Okay, let's get them in here for some interviews.
Hey, what's up? Hi, Nateman.
Hello, hello, Metallica. Your mic is no longer on mute. You're good.
Yeah, hello.
Oh man, it just didn't seem like your day, Metallica, sadly.
Yeah, a lot of things went wrong, sadly. And it wasn't even like very catastrophic or anything, but it was just enough to make me lose, you know?
Yeah. So, yeah, that was pretty insane to watch. There were some really close matches too. So,
Yeah, let's see. Let's see, we played Inferno Skips, for example. Inferno Skips is the kind of track where you make one mistake and it's all over, and I made two, so...
Yeah, that one could have gone either way for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially in practice. Metallica, you were so much faster, more comfortable. But then in the actual match, it just made those mistakes, and
Yeah, I was all
Nateman
over
took
the
it.
place in practice.
Yeah, I can't remember what my first death was exactly. Oh, I
I
think
think it was struggling to get over the...
Yeah, I couldn't get back over to on the final lap. That's something that can happen on this skip. You just don't get enough height, so you don't go through the roof, and you crash. And then immediately after that, I tried to recover quickly, but I tried to go into the wall too quickly, so I crashed again.
yeah, I thought you were gonna forfeit there.
No. I would never forfeit. I have to finish no matter what.
Yeah, so very unfortunate on Inferno skips. Fire Mountain Rally is the one that took very well, though.
Yeah, Fire Mountain Rally, I have been practicing it a lot. I wasn't sure if I was gonna ever pick it, but I like to have it, you know, just in case.
Yeah, that was a good
Um,
pick. I was not ready for that.
Yeah, and I managed to do it without any deaths, so I'm pretty happy about that one. So at least that went right for me.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes, and Adobe Mountain Run was another nail biter the whole time. There's just so much that can happen in that track.
Yeah, doing the fast canyon is just way too difficult.
Well, that's what
We
it came
were-
down to.
Yeah, we were
I was
curious,
great with
Metallica,
Mountain.
if you were on keyboard or controller for that.
No, I'm always on keyboard.
Okay, and do you think that might make a difference?
Well, maybe, but doesn't Homura play on keyboard too?
Yeah, I believe Homura plays on keyboard too, and
Yeah.
I honestly don't know with Canyon because you're just going back and forth as hard as you can from one side to the other.
Yeah, I don't know. It's really tough.
Yeah, Malister 100 was tragic. Metallica, you were ahead almost the entire time until that final lap, those final turn.
Yeah, coming up to the final ramp, I couldn't turn enough on time, so I lost the boost, and that threw me off completely. So I couldn't do the hairpin correctly. I lost too much speed, and I guess that's where Nateman took over.
Yeah, it was still a very close one, even with that.
Yeah, Nateman said he just took it at like grinding the wall, I think.
Yeah, I was just riding the outside wall.
Yeah,
It was
I mean,
just good enough, I guess. Yeah.
yeah, if it works, it works. I also touch the wall a little bit, but I do it in such a way that I don't really take any damage, so I usually just accept that as good enough.
Yeah.
I believe Doug Derby was the only time we weren't mirroring pod picks. It was Mars
Oh,
with
yeah.
Metallica and Elan Mac with Nateman. I was worried about that Doug Derby one because both of you were crashing a little bit in practice, but then you managed to do the entire course deathless.
Yeah, I tested out bowls and then quickly realized I should probably go
Damn.
safer.
Yeah, I was wondering about that, so I'm glad you switched it there.
Yeah.
Damn, you should have just stayed on balls, man. Balls is faster, right?
So Doug Derby probably just came down to that pod pick because there was no deaths on the other side there.
Yeah, Doug Derby. I'm always interested to see what people do there because, you know, maybe balls could be faster, but it's just so difficult that. But I still do it because, you know, some people in tournament will just pick balls automatically no matter what, even if they're not prepared for it. So I thought maybe Nateman could do that too.
Yeah, I think that was a good pick. But Nateman was just able to do it deathless with Elon Mac, and that was enough.
Yeah, Nateman is just way too strong. Also, I don't know if there's a way to see like the statistics for the tournament from last year, because I would have liked to see, you know, Nateman's matches from back then, but I could only have the info from this year and from our match, which I had written down, because, you know, the website is in renovation, so I can't see those stats there, and the videos weren't uploaded to the channel, so I had no idea what you picked last year anymore.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, whenever I
Those
need to do
videos
that,
up.
I go to the Twitch channels and go to the video on demand and just have to scroll back. It's doing
Yeah.
research, but sometimes that research helps.
Do they highlight them? The speed gaming?
I think I've watched some from last year recently.
Yeah.
Well, I
think
know they upload the VODs to YouTube.
Yeah, they upload them to YouTube automatically, but it's still, you know, kind of hard to find them. Sometimes if there's two matches back to back, they combine them together, so you can't find them by title. So it's a bit of a mess.
Okay, next, Nateman, you get to face Domare in your next match. How do you feel about that?
Should be interesting, I guess. Another rematch. Probably gonna lose, but that's okay.
I hope you have something up your sleeve to try to take at least one off of Domare.
We'll see.
Okay, is there anything else we want to talk about with this match?
I don't think so.
Now that I think about it, actually, I think Nateman might be the first person who has beat me in Inferno Skips in tournament, so congrats for that.
Well,
Yes, Inferno Skips does seem to be one of your go-to bests.
yeah, I think I got lucky on that one for sure. Could have gone either way.
Okay, the tournament is getting down to its nail biter. There are only 4 racers left.
4 racers left. 4 matches left.
This is going to be a tough one. We have Nateman versus Domare, and then we'll also have Homura versus Mikey. Some of the strongest contenders in this game. None of these are scheduled yet because we only found out about them today.
Yep. So anyway, hopefully we'll see. Congrats to our semifinal entrants, and we'll see you then. Take care, everyone. Good luck. May the force be with you.